The ES legacy represents the best of what Sony is about, and we are excited to welcome back their ES line of home theater receivers. Hi, my name is Matt. I'm a car AV editor here at Crutchfield, but a longtime movie fanatic, and I'm here today to talk about Sony ES home theater receivers. Now, the first impression you get of these new ES receivers is that they are beasts, and I mean that in a great way. The build quality is outstanding. When you pick it up, it's very heavy, and that lets you know that they're using really high-end components inside the chassis. The design itself is sleek and stylish. With its easy-to-read LCD and its array of buttons on the front panel, the aesthetics really are gorgeous. And finally, it just looks substantial. It's an eye-catcher of a receiver, and the kind of equipment that you're probably going to want to show off. And this line of receiver is packed with features. So here's a rundown of my top 10 favorites. To start off, the fact that it has both Dolby Atmos and DTS-X sound decoding is just fantastic. Dolby Atmos in particular provides a great immersive listening experience when you're watching movies. And both Dolby Atmos and DTS-X provide virtual options if you don't have height speakers in your system. The next feature I'm excited about is called 360 Spatial Sound Mapping. It's a virtual effect that gives you a really neat, immersive sound field when you're listening to music. I was also impressed by how easy the auto-calibration process was to use, and what a great job it did adapting the sound to the exact room that I was listening in. The next feature I love is its 32-bit digital-to-analog converter, or DAC. This does a lot of the magic when you're watching movies or listening to music. Its very high sampling rate allows it to reproduce good depth and nuance and dynamics in your music or your movie soundtracks. And it'll even do some upscaling so that your lower resolution files sound great. The next in the long list of features that I love about these receivers is the fact that they're compatible with Sony's wireless surround sound speakers and subwoofers. These are great for anyone who wants to create a good surround sound system at home, but doesn't want to have to run wires all over the place. I want to take a look next at the networking options that these receivers offer. They provide great music streaming options and compatibility with other gear. For example, these receivers work with Chromecast to stream audio, Spotify Connect for direct control over your Spotify app, and Apple AirPlay 2 so you can stream music directly from your phone. You can get some control over the receivers with Google Assistant or Siri, and these receivers also work with the Sonos Port, so that when you tap a single button on the Sonos app, the receiver will turn on and automatically change to the correct input. And fans of the Roon music organization software will be really happy to know that these receivers are compatible with it also. On the video side of things, these receivers are ready for the future. They'll allow pass-through of both 4K and 8K video signals, and they even dedicate 4 HDMI inputs to work with 8K signals. Gamers will also like these receivers because of their low latency mode, which helps make sure that what you see on the video and what you hear in your headphones match up perfectly. These receivers also feature IMAX-enhanced technology for compatibility with movies and shows designated as IMAX-enhanced. And lastly, I like that these receivers work with Sony's Music Center app. It's always good to have a few extra control options. Now let's talk channels and power. Here we have the STR-AZ3000ES. This one will power up to 9 speakers plus 2 subwoofers and is rated at 110 watts into 8 ohms. With all this in mind, how do these receivers perform? Well, I got my hands on this receiver and I can tell you, it's spectacular. First of all, music sounds absolutely amazing. High-res files sound great. You get lots of range, lots of dynamics, deep bass extension, good clarity, and excellent detail. It's a really engaging experience. But I was surprised at how good lower resolution music sounds. I tried out Spotify using Apple AirPlay, and I was really shocked at how good it all sounded. And this is in large part due to Sony's DSEE upscaling technology. Movie soundtracks sound amazing too. I tried out a couple of Dolby Atmos movies and was absolutely blown away by how much the height speakers added to the whole immersive effect. The video performance of this receiver was fantastic too. I connected a Sony 4K Blu-ray player to one of the HDMI inputs, threw on Rogue One, and was pretty much blown away by how good the picture looked. So in the end, Sony ES receivers provide engaging, immersive AV experiences, and they're ready for whatever the industry is going to throw at them next. So if you need a hand designing the perfect home theater system, give us a call or chat with us online. Thank you for watching.